Good afternoon. My name's Ranpon Sowan. Today I will be your examiner for the speaking test. What's your full name?
My full name's ศิลพงศ์กุศล My nickname's Gil. You can call me Gil.
Can I see your ID, please?
Yes, here you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chiang Mai province. This is located in north of Thailand.
Do you work or study?
Well, actually, I'm graduated with bachelor degrees in engineering from Major University. After that, I have experience work with CP Corporation for a few years. But now I'm planning to study quickly in Sydney, Australia for a few months.
Where do you live now?
I live in Nong Hoi sub-district. It takes me about 10 minutes to go to the city central.
Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in a condominium. Its name's the Rich Condominiums.
Do you like it?
Yes, I do. It has a lot of department store, and it is very comfortable for me to buy some food or other things.
Can you describe your accommodation?
Sure. In my accommodation, have it has 7 floors, and I live in the second floor. It's a modern design. I think it was built 5 years ago.
What room in your accommodation do you like the most?
I prefer living rooms in my accommodation
Why is that?
because I can meet family members, and we can see the movie and prepare some food together.
Let's talk about the relatives. Do you visit your relatives?
Yes, I do. My family and I always go to visit my auntie in Tak province.
How often do you visit her?
Well, actually, we always go to visit her twice a year, maybe on holidays on the New Year's holiday periods.
Does she come to your place sometime?
Yes, they do. They come to visit my mother, and we always go to the traditional food restaurant together.
Okay. Now we are moving on to the second part of the speaking. You have 1 minute to prepare for the answer, and after that you have to speak for about 2 minutes for this cue card. Okay. You can take note here if you wish.
Okay, thank you.
If you are ready, please tell me.
Yes.
Please continue your speaking.
It's true. I will tell you about my car broken down when I was 16 years old. I drove my mother car to scheme school on the weekend. And when I was finished and I drove the car back to the house, back to my house, I can see something happen on the engine. I can see the heat of engine jump over standard limit, and I'm trying to stop the car, and finally I park the car beside the road, and then I'm trying to check the car, and I can see the hot water gushing out from the engine and spread out on the road. At that time, I'm start nervous because I don't know how to do it. But fortunately, I have a mobile phone, and I called to my mother. My mother says, Where are you now?" I said, "The car was broke in front of the train station at the Lamphun train station." And very lucky for me because my mother friends live near the train station, and my mom said to me about 20 or 30 minutes her friend will come to help me. This is my car breakdown experience. After this situation, I will try to check the car before I driving every time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we are at the discussion part, which is the final part of the speaking test today. I will ask you some question regarding the cue card you said before. Do people mostly use public or private transportation in your country?
It is not that in my country, people always use their own car. For example, in my country, in Thailand, very less public transportation. So people always use their own car.
Which is more comfortable to use in your opinion?
It's believed that depend where you live. If you live in the city, might be use the own car fast to manage because the car needs the parking areas, and in the city on the busy time, very traffic jam. Different from the outside, but one thing had to consider: outside very less public transportation. So in this case, we need to wait that if you live in the city, maybe use the own car might more advantage than outside.
Why do people use private transportation mostly nowadays?
In Thailand, it can be seen people always use their own car because they have it, and very high competition of the car companies to sell the car. For instance, in the government, there is always support the car company to have a assembly car factory in the country. This is can see that can easy to sell the car and have a lot of promotion of the car sale in the country.
For the last question today, how can we increase the use of public transportation, in your opinion?
This is a good question. It can be seen is very hard, really difficult to increase people to use public transportation, because nowadays a lot of people in Thailand, for example, they already have their own car. But if Thailand can provide public transportation enough and make price suitable, it might be can attract people to use public transportation. For example, in the city, they have the price is suitable about the income of the people. So public transportation might be popular in Sydney more than Thailand.
Okay, thank you for your coming today. Good luck for the test.